I didn't think I'd have to do this, but I'm gonna have to do this. This morning I woke up, the car started fine. I drove to the gas station to get my morning coffee. I go walk back out to the car, put my key in the ignition, I go to start it, and right against the flywheel, and I was like, God, dog it, man. So here we go. We're gonna go ahead and flip this around, shut the airbag system off, and change the starter. Shut it off. I'm gonna go ahead and rack it real quick, and then actually I'm gonna undo the battery first, and then I'm gonna rack it. So I'm gonna pull the negative cable off the battery, leave it off to the side, then I'm gonna get it up in the air, and then let's change the starter. Okay, I've got the negative cable taken off and tucked back behind there. I'm gonna go ahead and put the legs up underneath the car and get it up in the air. That's the next shot you'll see. Okay, under the car, you can see this old ass starter. I mean, really, I think it's old. It's probably ancient. So it looks like a 13, and that the main power cable comes off, and then there's the ignition wire. It looks like a 10mm that comes off, and then there's three 13mm bolts, one here, one on the side, and then one up at the top. See you. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull all this apart and pull that out of there so you can see. I just want to show you real quick where I'm getting this one loose. You see how I got a 3/8 drive ratchet, and I've got like a 12-inch extension, and then I've got another 12-inch extension right here, and then it goes to the top bolt. You can barely see. That's how I get that top bolt right there. Now I'm gonna get the other one as well. So on that third bolt, what I did was I used about, I would say like a 6-inch extension, and then a universal, and then a 13. And it's kind of awkward how you get in here. You gotta like have this on an angle. You gotta drop the extension part to the front, and then you gotta kind of kick it up, and it's hidden, but you can get on it from right there. And I'll put the camera up there so you can see. There it is up there in the corner. And that's what you're fighting. It came out though. So now let's go ahead and pull the starter out. So it's wore the fuck out, man. This thing is rotten and rusty. Yeah, so here's the new one going in. OEM. Went back with the manufacturer one. Nice crisp edges. You can see all these are rounded. They got wear marks in them. If you look at the flywheel, you can see the flywheel where I was talking about, where it buzzed. It's got one tooth that's a little round, but you roll with it, right? Because if you don't, you got to pull a trans, and I'm not pulling the trans. So let's go from there. Let's go ahead and install it back in there. Clean up your surface real nice and good. Clean up all your connections real nice. Put everything back together. Put a little dab of dielectric grease on each one. Try to keep some of the moisture and stuff off of it. Let's put it in. So this was also another way you can get the side bolt. Just a universal and a socket. You can get it on the same way as well. It's just going to take longer to turn, but it'll work. Okay, well, it's installed. Everything is nice and tight. All the connections are nice and clean. I'm going to go ahead and put the cover back on it. Well, as you can see, the new updated starter, it doesn't want to clip into the old ones. So as long as it'll stay on there, if I can get something to tie it to it. Remember to go ahead and put your cable back on. Alright, I'm going to go clean my hands and get in and start this thing. By the way, one thing I didn't show you is I didn't show you the core. It's or the starter number. It's DL3Z1102A. And there's a core on these if you're buying a brand new one instead of a reman one. So I'm going to take this and drop it back off for my core deposit. And then, like I said, I'm going to wash my hands and we'll start this car. Okay, remember to reach in there and flip your airbags back on. If they're not deleted, I should say. Very nice.